Hi guys, Coach Brandy here. Today we have a power flow. We are going to do some cardio bursts with some traditional Pilates exercises kind of sprinkled in between the cardio bursts. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll just do a couple deep breaths to come into our body. So let's take an inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, press the air away. Inhale again. Exhale. Let's add a little plie. Inhale and exhale. 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna face sideways for you. We're gonna start with our first cardio burst. So we're gonna start with some lunges, and we've practiced these earlier on in some of the earlier flows where we did our 90-90 lunge. So if you recall, we're trying to find this nice 90-degree position between our front and our back leg. So we're here. Okay, so our lunges are gonna look like this, hopefully. So trying to keep that nice form, even as we increase our tempo. So we'll take an inhale, exhale, lift up. We'll do a forward lunge. We come to the middle, and a backward lunge. And we're gonna do 10 of these. So it's forward and backward. Forward and backward, that's 3. So try to get a nice pace going here. Find your breath. Finding that 90-degree angle between your forward, your front, and your back leg. A few more, and then we'll switch sides. So this is gonna really challenge your endurance. Gonna get your heart rate going. We'll do one more forward and one more backward. Good. Now we're gonna switch sides. So same thing, we'll start forward and backward. That's 1. So a little bit of a balance challenge here, keeping ourselves nice and stable, getting the movement to really stem from the core. Forward and backward. Good, we're halfway. Backward. Let's go for 3 more. You might notice that one side feels a little bit different. Press and lunge. 2 more. And final one. Forward and backward. Good. Now we're gonna open our legs up wider than our mat if we can, and we're gonna do some squats. So just bending down, standing up. Bending down like you're sitting into a chair. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Send the hips forward. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Our next little piece is gonna be a plank. So we're gonna go right into a plank. So press those legs back, tuck your hips under. Wrists are stacked over the shoulders. We're on the balls of our feet. We're gonna inhale, send our hips back. Exhale, come back into our plank. Inhale, send the hips back, and plank. We've got 8 more. Find your breath. Let's go for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and final 1. Send the hips back. Find your plank and hold. Let's go ahead and squeeze the feet together. So 2 legs become 1. Slightly tuck under through the hips. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and carefully come down to your knees. Let's send our hips back for 1 moment. Take a big deep inhale and exhale, and then go ahead and swing or sweep your legs through your arms. Extend your legs out straight. We're gonna do a roll down, reaching the fingertips forward. Take an inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, and slowly start to roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, nod the chin, rolling back up. Finding that nice spine stretch forward, the shoulders relax down. Rebuild the spine. Inhale, exhale, tuck and roll. So you're gonna notice that we're gonna move at a little bit quicker pace here. Now that we're in power, inhale, exhale, rolling the spine up, reaching the fingertips forward, and then rebuilding the spine. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, exhale, lift and roll. Hopefully you're feeling the spine get a little bit more mobile, a little bit more supple with each roll down. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. Reach the fingertips forward. Find that spine stretch forward and then rebuild the spine. We're gonna roll all the way back down here and hold. Arms come up overhead, find a stretch, and then circle the arms down and around. Go ahead and bend the knees. We're gonna go into our 100, so we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna float one leg at a time in a tabletop. Lift the fingertips up overhead. Take an inhale, exhale, lift and start to pump the arms. We're inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. That's 1. We're doing a total of 100 breaths here. That's 2 or 20. Keep pumping those arms. We have the option to extend our legs up towards the ceiling. We can turn out into external rotation. We keep curling and lifting the head and chest up, slightly tucking the chin to the chest. We can start to lower those legs down to really challenge this, the center of our body. Keep pumping the arms, inhaling and exhaling. We've got 3 more breath counts or cycles or 30 more breaths. We can start to lower those legs a little bit more. Final 10. Hold, scoop a little bit more, and then pull your knees into your chest and take your head down. Feet come back down to the floor. We're gonna extend our left leg out. Our right leg's gonna lift up towards the ceiling. We're gonna go into some leg circles. So we inhale, the leg goes across the body, down and up, that's 1. So this is an exercise to really challenge our center, to keep our pelvis nice and still, really using our exhale to lift the leg up. We're doing 10 in each direction. That's 4, 5, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold. Bend both knees in for a moment. Extend the right leg down. Left leg reaches up. Really try to point your toe here. We're gonna go down, around, and up. So it's really percussive. Inhale, exhale, lift. So keeping those hips absolutely still is the challenge here by using our exhale, pulling our abdominals in. Let's go for 3 more in this direction, 2, and then we're also getting this really nice movement through our hip joint, 1, and we'll reverse the circle out to the side, down, around, and up. Side, down, around, and up. This is for 5, 5 more to go. 3, 2, and final 1. Woo! Pull that knee in. Go ahead and grab the other knee in as well and just rock gently from side to side. Holding into this sort of ball shape position, curl the head and chest up so you're in a lifted ball shape here. We're gonna take our left leg all the way up to the ceiling. We're gonna go into our scissors. So a chance to get a nice hamstring stretch. So don't be scared to pull your leg in towards your chest and then switch the leg out. And you can pulse, pulse here too. So it's pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse. Good. Keep lifting that head and chest. Getting a little bit of an arm exercise here too by pulling the arm, or pulling the leg, I should say, into the chest. Good. Keep curling and lifting. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, final 1 right, final 1 left. Pull the knees in, curl up a little bit higher using your arms, and then roll the shape down. Take a quick little breather. We're gonna take the legs all the way up to the ceiling here. We're gonna flex our feet. We're gonna take our hands behind our head, and we're gonna curl that head and chest up. So really looking for your longest legs here. We're gonna inhale, lower both legs down. As low as you can go without changing anything in that low back. Exhale, lift it up, curl up higher through the chest. We've got 10 of these, they're tough. If you're finding this difficult, you can alternate left and right. So get longer through the legs as you lower. This is 4. This is 5. 5 more to go. Curl that head and chest up. Don't lower the head and chest. 3 more to finish. 2. Final 1. Lift. Let's scoop that navel in a little bit more. Open those elbows out wide. Woo, burn in the belly. Lower the head and chest. Bring the knees in. We're going to extend those legs out. We're going to keep moving here at a pretty brisk pace. Take an inhale. Exhale, nod the chin. Roll the spine up. Reach past those toes. Sit up tall. Take your arms out to a T. Open your legs as wide as the mat. We're going to inhale, rotate. So our really beautiful spine twist here. As we rotate, we get taller through the spine. We think of energy coming out through the crown of the head. So even though the emphasis is on the spine here, we're really thinking about ringing out through the center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale. Inhale, rotate. Exhale. Let's do one more. One more towards you. And then one more to face away. Good. Come back to center. Get longer, get taller, sit high on top of those sit bones. Really feel like you've grown half an inch, and then lower those arms down. We're into our second cardio burst here. So we're gonna add a little something different for this second cardio burst. We're gonna go right into our lunges, so forward. But now with our lunge, we're gonna come up to a balance, okay? And then we come down to our back lunge. We come back up to a balance. So your arms can do whatever works for you. I like to bring them down by my side and then come into prayer. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lift. So nice challenge to the center of the body. Nice challenge for our balance. Strengthening those muscles around our ankles. Well, I've kind of lost count here. I say we have about 4 more to go. Exhale, lift. 3. 2. Use your breath here. Find your center. Last one. And hold. We'll switch the legs out. So now we start forward with the right and lift. So maybe play around with the arms. I'm going to try here now, keeping my hands in prayer. Actually feels a little bit more stable for me on this side. So forward and press. Backwards and press. Forward. Backward. So as we increase the tempo, the challenge is to maintain that form, all right? Still moving with precision. So all of those great Pilates principles are still at play as we increase the tempo. Let's do one more forward. Heart rate's getting up. One more back. Woo. Lift. That was tricky. Okay, we're gonna open our legs out for our squats again. This time we're gonna rise to the balls of our feet. So we're gonna squat down and lift. Send the hips forward. All the way to the balls of the feet. And lift. Squat. And lift. This is 4. This is 5. 5 more. So really sit your sit bones back down towards the ground. Get as low as you can and then lift all the way back up. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're back down into our plank. We're gonna hold our plank here. Oh, kind of feels like a break, sort of. We're gonna really find that really nice plank form. We're gonna tuck our hips under. We're gonna reach through our heels. We're gonna go into some cross mountain climbers. So we cross the body here, inhaling and exhaling, so finding our breath. So option to step it, or you can add a little hop here. Make it a little bit more intense, all right? And we're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your plank, hold, squeeze your legs together. Find that plank, navel's in, hips are slightly tucked, and then lower the knees down. Sit back for a child's pose. Woo, heart rate is up. All right, we're gonna sweep those legs through again. We're gonna use our roll down. to come back to our spine. So reaching the fingertips forward, exhale. So using our breath here, as we continue to move the body, can we get the heart rate to come down? Can we calm the body down? Kind of recenter, refocus. Bend the knees. We're gonna start with just some gentle pelvic rocking. Moving the pelvis forward and backward. Again, a nice opportunity to slow the breath as we still continue to move. Under, pull the abdominals in, and then coming into that arch. Let's do one more each way. And we're gonna go right into our first bridge. So we're gonna tuck our tailbone under. We're gonna start to roll our spine up, one vertebra at a time. We're gonna get up into our beautiful bridge. Glutes and hamstrings are firing. Chest is beautifully open. We're gonna start to march and march. So inhaling and exhaling. So we're gonna keep those hips lifted as we march. Definitely moving a little bit quicker than we have in the previous flows, but we're gonna try to maintain that Pilates form, right? Moving with precision, everything stemming from the core. Good, we'll go for 3, 2, and 1. Both feet come down. Maybe walk those heels a little closer towards your bum. Lift those hips. Take an inhale, exhale, roll the spine down, upper back, middle back, and finally the lower back. Good. We're gonna go right up into our bridge. This time, no articulation. We're gonna lift right up into a flat back. So take an inhale, the feet are planted, exhale, squeeze and lift. We're gonna start with the left leg, this time in tabletop. Reach it to the ceiling. We're gonna flex to lower, point to lift, flex. So I'm trying to keep this right leg nice and still. Oh, I can feel a pinch in my hamstring. I'm gonna use my breath to work through it. I've got 3, 2, and 1. I'll lower that leg down right to the other side. It feels good to stretch that leg long after working it. So flex and point, flex and point. Again, trying to keep those hips still as we find this leg kick. Flex and point. Good, we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift, bend, hold your bridge. Walk your feet a little bit closer to your bum. Lift the hips, make sure your thighs are parallel, and then roll the spine down. Ooh, getting a nice sweat going here in this power flow. Pull your knees in, give yourself a little squeeze. I can feel those hamstrings really working for me. I'm gonna just come down a little bit on my mat. We're gonna continue to work that posterior chain. So we're going to start with our legs out straight. We're just gonna stretch the body long for a moment here. Take an inhale, exhale, roll the spine up. I love a roll down to start things. So we take an inhale, we exhale, we roll down. As we roll down, we start to lift the legs up. The legs come up and over. So we're gonna work into jackknife. The first one, we're gonna support our low back with our hands. So I'm gonna start to lift my legs up towards the ceiling, finding my nice long spine, squeeze my legs together. A lot of glutes and hamstrings. I'm gonna allow the legs to come back over, keeping my pelvis lifted with control, extend my arms out. Open my legs to shoulder width, flex my feet, and I roll my spine down, one bone at a time. Really trying to go in the exact middle of my mat. Rolling down, I'm gonna circle my legs down, 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 and they're actually gonna come all the way back down to the mat. Make sure you keep that core plugged in. Reach the arms up, take an inhale, exhale, lift up and over, rebuild, exhale, roll down. Same thing here, as the upper back comes down, the legs lift up and over. All right, this time, we're gonna try not to support the low back with the hands. We're gonna exhale, keep lifting, keep lifting. Now you might not get the legs as high as you did with the support of the hands. We're gonna do this 3 times. So start small, exhale. Inhale. Woo, that was a little bit better than the first one. Let's make our last one the best. Inhale, exhale. And this is gonna look different for everybody. Keep pulling your abdominals in. Keep reaching, 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 and then lower the legs back down. Don't lower the pelvis. Open the legs, flex the feet, and roll the spine down. Really slowly here with control, we're gonna circle the legs and they're gonna come all the way back down on the ground. We lift the arms up overhead. We exhale, we tuck and roll. We reach the arms forward for that beautiful spine stretch forward. We pull the abdominals back, shoulders come back, and then we rebuild the spine. Okay, next cardio burst, number 3. We're doing a total of 4. All right. On the 4th one, you're gonna get to choose which version of the cardio burst that you wanna do. So this is our 3rd one. It's gonna be probably the most challenging one, the most high intensity. So for this one, we're actually going to go back into a backward 90-90 lunge, and then we're going to hop, lifting that leg up. So it's exhale, 90-90. Woo, 3, 4, trying to find a rhythm here. 5, 6, 7, try to hop a little bit higher. 8, 9, woo, 10. Hold it, other side. So we go down. We can use the arms here. So do whatever feels natural. I like to find that sort of running motion and lift. Whoa, that felt funky. Other way. Let me switch the arms out. Ready? And go. 1, 2, woo, 3. So trying to find that rhythm. A lot happening here. 4, 5, 6. 4 more to go. You've got it. 3, leg is burning. 2, and 1. Woo, good work. We're gonna open the legs out wide, go right into our squats, but now we're gonna add a jump. So we're gonna come off the ground. So we're gonna squat and lift. 1, 2. These feel so much easier than the lunges. 4, 5. We got 5 more to finish. Stay strong. 5, 4, 3. Land toe ball heel. 2, and 1. Woo, quads are burning. All right, going down into our plank. Whew. Reach the toes out, come into your plank. We've got plank jacks to finish this 3rd cardio burst. So it's open, close, close. 3, 4, try to keep those hips low. 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your plank, zip everything up. Starting to fatigue, but hold on to your form and lower the knees down. Send the hips back. Big inhale and exhale. Heart rate is up for sure. All right, so we're gonna come down to our bellies. I'm gonna turn around this way. We're gonna come into a prone position and do some work on our bellies to strengthen our backs. All right, so we're gonna take our hands out to the side and we're gonna lift our chest up an inch on this next inhale. Take a deep inhale and exhale first. And inhale to lift. So I'm lifting here. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. I'm reaching my legs long. They're active, but they're down. And then we lower on an exhale. We inhale. We exhale. Let's do 3 more for 5. So as you lift up, think of reaching out through the crown of the head. Think of really getting longer here, finding that extension of your thoracic spine. One more. Hold this one lifted. Can you reach your arms out overhead without lowering the chest? And squeeze the elbows into the waist, lift the hips, or lift the chest up higher. And reach. And squeeze. Just 5. That's 3. That's 4. And this is 5. Lower everything down. Press into your hands. Send your hips back for a stretch. Take a big, deep inhale and exhale. Good. Coming back to our bellies. We're going to go into some swimming. So for swimming, if you inhale for 4, you exhale for 4, and we'll do a total of 10 of those. All right, so thumbs are pointing up. Your neck is an extension of the rest of your spine. Legs are gonna float, arms are gonna float. Left arm reaches, right leg reaches, and we switch, and we switch. And we start to flow here, inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. Keep lifting that head and chest. Think of getting longer through the spine, and you're swimming from the thigh bone. You're more than halfway. We've got 2 more breath cycles left. 1 more in, and 1 more out. And the shape lowers down. Hands come narrow into the waist. Press the hips back. Woo, sweaty. Take a big deep inhale and exhale here. We're gonna turn around, get onto our bums. We're gonna do 1 more core focus exercise, and then we're gonna end with our last cardio burst and a quick little stretch. So reaching the legs forward, we're gonna take our hands behind our head. Legs can be hips distance apart, or they could even be squeezing together. It's really up to you. You're gonna hinge back on an inhale. Hinging back, hold. When you get as far as you can, without losing that core connection, you're gonna tuck and roll. Tuck the tailbone and roll the spine down nice and slow. And reach the arms up overhead, circle. And we roll back up, reaching the arms forward. Sit up tall. We're just gonna do this 3 times. Kind of gives us a chance to take our heart rate back down. Even that swimming can really keep that heart rate elevated. It's like a cardio burst by itself. So hinge back, exhale, tuck and roll. Release the arms. Inhale, exhale, rolling back up. Good, 1 more time. Hands come behind the head. We inhale to hinge. Keep that chest nice and open. We tuck that tailbone under. We roll down as slowly as we can. We reach the arms, circle around, and rolling back up. Get a nice spine stretch forward. Maybe allow the chest to come closer. Reach for those feet and come back up. We're gonna do a little bit of rolling like a ball with a little bit of teaser in it for our last real big power move to strengthen our core and work on that stability through our pelvis. So we're gonna float those feet up into our ball shape. Now you wanna think of your lower back as being rounded, right? It's flexed, it's in flexion, and then your upper back is also rounded in this ball shape, okay? So take an inhale, pull the abdominals in, tuck the tailbone under, roll and lift. Now you can hold on to your shins, you can grab under your hamstrings. It's kind of whatever works for you. So try both. Exhale, roll back and lift. You have to balance here at the top. And lift. Woo. 2 more. Tuck and roll. And lift. 1 more. And on this one, we're gonna hold it up and we're gonna find our teaser shape. We're reaching our fingertips forward. Okay, option to straighten the legs all the way out here as well. Come back into your tabletop, grab behind the legs, tuck and roll into our ball shape. Hold, find your teaser. Back into your ball shape. Roll. You're always welcome to find that modified teaser here as well. Grab behind, tuck and roll. We'll do 2 more. Find your challenge spot. Last one. Last teaser and 1 more roll. Back into your ball. Tuck and roll. Hold up, find that balance, and lower the feet down. Whew, really good work. Okay, so let's cross the ankles. Stand up, and let's find our final cardio burst here. So, like I said, you can choose which variation that you want to go for. So you could do your forward and backward lunges, and then your squats raising to the balls of your feet, or find that high intensity and come off the ground. It's kind of up to you and what you feel like doing at the end of this flow. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna go into my forward, and then I'm gonna go forward and then find that jump. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. So last time we did backward, this time we're doing forward. So again, choosing what works for you. So forward, and we jump up. So forward, and we find that lift. I think this is the hardest variation. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Open the legs out wide. We go down for 1, jump, 2, 3, hold on to it, 4, 5 more to go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Woo! All right, we come down to our final plank here. Final plank of the day. Opening up your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And we're gonna go into those cross-body mountain climbers. So again, you can hold your plank. You can add a little hop here with your crossbody. Totally up to you. We're going here for 5, 4, 3. This is where we finish. 2, and 1. Coming back into plank. Squeeze the heels together, tuck the hips under. This time, knees don't come down. Hips lift up. And you're gonna come into a nice stretch. Start to pedal the feet out here. Trying to take our breath down. Finding our deepest inhales and our longest exhales. Ooh, that was quite the challenge. So really, really good job. Both heels come down and then slowly bring the knees down. Good. Let's go ahead and face each other. Go into crisscross applesauce. And let's just sit up tall here and take some deep inhales and long exhales. So working here just to get our heart rate down, just telling our body that our workout is over and just getting things to relax here. Focusing on our posture, staying nice and tall through our spine, but just taking everything down. Good, let's try some side bends here, just bringing our breath into our side body. Inhaling to side bend, exhaling to lift. Inhale. If you want to bring your elbow down, if you have that flexibility, you can. Try to keep both hip bones or both sit bones down on the mat. A couple more here. I can feel my heart rate's coming down. My breath is slowing down. And that's the goal here. So a couple more. Let's go one more to the right. And one more to the left. Coming up nice and tall, taking your hands to your tops of your thighs, and taking one deep inhale and exhale together. Well, thank you so much for being here, and I hope I see you next time.